From Vin Diesel's School for Fine Acting, this is Kurt Berglund with Payoff Pitch Baseball, 1986 Boston Red Sox replay style. Remember, if you've seen these videos, you know that I've adjusted a couple of things in the 1986 Red Sox cavalcade of success. One of them is that the Tom Seaver trade actually takes place in March before the season starts, and that the Dave Henderson and Spike Owen trade takes place in March. I want to see what happens to this team if you change those variables. Would they have done better? Would they have done worse if they had Seaver, Henderson, and Owen available all season long? And that's going to be important in just a minute. We've played 2 games in the season so far. The opening day game is on my channel if you'd like to check it out. I won't spoil that for you now. Game 2 was played offline, again in Tiger Stadium against the Tigers on April 9th, 1986. The Red Sox faced Frank Tanana, and Oil Can Boyd was on the mound for the Red Sox, and Tanana was victorious 6-1 over Boyd. Kirk Gibson hit a 3-run home run in the 7th inning to put the game out of reach for the Tigers, but the Red Sox could only muster 7 hits and didn't score until the 9th inning off Tanana. He was pretty dominant. Today, we go to April 10th, 1986, the 3rd game of the opening series against these Detroit Tigers. And the pitching opponents are Dan Petrie for the Detroit Tigers and Tom Seaver for the Boston Red Sox in what I'm calling his first start of the 1986 season. Let's go through and we'll give you the lineups and get the game started. This is the 3rd and final game in the opening series in Detroit, and then starting on the 11th, tomorrow, the team begins a 3-game series in Chicago at Comiskey Park against the White Sox. Let's go through the lineups and get this game. The 86 Red Sox, I should say, before we go further, are 1-1 so far in this season. Now let's do the lineups. All right, for the visiting Boston Red Sox, leading off at third base, it's Wade Boggs. He's hitting .222 on the very young season. Batting second, it's Marty Barrett at second base. He's also hitting .222 on the very young season. Bill Buckner bats third at first base. He's hitting .556. Dwight Evans bats fourth, plays right field, and he's hitting .222. Jim Rice bats fifth. He plays left field. He's batting .500. Don Baylor bats sixth. He's the DH. He's hitting .578. Rich Gedman bats seventh, and he does the catching tonight. He's batting 0. Tony Armas bats 8th. He's playing center field. He's batting 111. And Spike Owen will bat 9th and play shortstop. He's batting .500. Tom Seaver will be the pitcher for the Red Sox in his first start. 28 games on the season, 2 complete, 176 innings. Between the White Sox and the Red Sox, he had a 7-13 record with a 4.03 earned run average on the 1986 season. Now for the home standing Detroit Tigers, their lineup made out by manager Sparky Anderson. Leading off in left field, Dave Collins. Batting second at second base, Lou Whitaker. Batting third in right field, Kirk Gibson. Batting fourth and doing the catching, Lance Parrish. Batting fifth, the DH, Darrell Evans. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Darnell Coles. Batting 7th at first base, it's Mike Laga. Batting 8th in center field, Chet Lemon. And batting 9th and playing shortstop, Doug Baker. This is Sparky's actual lineup from 1986. The team was facing a right-hander in this game, which is why I'm plugging in Seaver. The pitcher the team faced in real life was Al Nipper. Dan Petrie in 1986 was 5-10 with a .466 earned run average, 20 games, 2 complete, 116 innings. And we're ready to go in this one with Boggs stepping into the batter's box and the Red Sox at 1-1. We are ready to go. Petrie's pitch to Wade Boggs is lifted to right. This is Kirk Gibson, who's going to come on and make the catch for out number 1, and we're underway in Detroit. Marty Barrett stands in. Petrie winds and pitches. This is hitting the air to Gibson. He's going to come in for this one also. And out number 2. And Bill Buckner. Petrie winds and the pitch. And this is lifted in the air to center. Chet Lemon, just for something different, is going to one-hand it for the third out. And we've played one very quick top of the first in Detroit. Go to the bottom of the first with no score. It's Collins, Whitaker, and Gibson coming up for the Tigers. Seaver winds and delivers. Ground ball, Marty Barrett. He's going to throw to Buckner for out number 1 in the first. Now Lou Whitaker. Lou hit .287 against right-handers on the season, and he draws a walk-off Seaver for the first base runner for the Tigers and the first base runner in the game in this one. Gibson stands in. Gibby, .271 against righties. Seaver to the belt. The pitch. Hit to center. Armas toward left center will make the catch, and Whitaker will retreat to first base. And that'll bring up Lance Parrish with 2 outs, and Whitaker still at first. Seaver to the belt. The pitch to Lance is lifted to left, but not deep. Jim Rice is there, and that will retire the Tigers in the bottom of the first. Seaver with a scoreless first. Go to the second with no score in Detroit. It's Evans, Rice, and Baylor for the Red Sox. Petrie winds and pitches, and this is a hanger to Evans, who swings and hits it deep to left. This is going to drive Collins back to the wall, but he can't get it. It's gone. Elvis has left the building, and so has Evans with his first homer of the year. 1-0 Red Sox, and that'll bring up Rice. Nope, I'm sorry. That's Evans' second homer of the year. Second homer for Evans. I thought I missed something. He had one opening day. And now Rice comes up with the Red Sox ahead 1-0. Petrie winds and throws and hit to center. Lemon coming on. It's not deep, and he's got it for out number 1. Baylor. Petrie winds and pitches, and this is a base hit blooper. Right field lands in front of Gibson. Baylor's aboard with a single, and that'll bring up Gedman. Double play target if they can get him to hit it on the ground. Petrie to the belt. The pitch to Gedman. He lost him. Ball 4, and there's 2 on now for Armas. Baylor moves up to second. Gedman at first. Armas at the plate. 1 man out. Petrie to the belt. The pitch. He walks Armas. They're dripping with Red Sox right now. And Spike Owen comes to the plate with 1 man out. Sparky's got the infield at double play depth. Petrie to the belt. And the pitch is in the dirt. It gets past Parrish. That's a pass ball, and the runners move up. It's 2-0 Red Sox. Runners at second and third now. Gedman at third. Armas at second. With one out, Spike Owen. Still at the plate. It's a 1-0 count to Spike. Petrie to the belt. The pitch to Spike Owen. This is hit to left center. It drops. Collins cuts it off. He whirls and throws towards second. Owen sliding is safe with a double. It's 4-0 Red Sox on a 2-run Spike Owen double with one out. Petrie in a jam. Sparky Anderson not happy in the Tiger dugout and considering his options. Boy, and they're not good options either. Randy O'Neal starts to warm in the Tiger bullpen. And Petrie's in a jam. He's got Boggs at the plate, Barrett on deck, and Owen at second base with one out. 4 have scored for Boston so far. Petrie to the belt, checks Owen. The pitch home. Base hit center field. Lemon cuts it off. He throws towards second base. Owen scores without a throw. It's 5-0 Red Sox. Boggs is aboard with a hit and his RBI. Barrett at the plate. Boggs at first. One man out. Petrie to the belt. He lost him. Barrett walks. Buckner coming up. Double play target if there ever was one, with the shape of Billy Buck's legs in 1986, and ankles and feet and knees. But he could also hit and drive in runs, and he's hitting 500 right now on the season. Petrie to the belt. The pitch to Buckner. It's a blooper to right. It's going to fall in front of Gibson, and Boggs will score from second. Barrett goes to third, and that's going to do it for Petrie as he cannot get out of the second inning. The Red Sox now lead 6-0, and it's going to be Randy O'Neal that Sparky calls on to try and end the bloodbath that is the second inning for Detroit. Dwight Evans comes to the plate. There's men at the corners. Sparky still has the infield back. They'd love a double play. O'Neal to the belt. The pitch to Evans. Hey, struck him out. That's 2 gone. 2 gone in the second. And now Rice, 0 for 1. Batting for the second time this inning. O'Neal to the belt. The pitch to Jim is a base hit to left field. Falls in front of Collins. Barrett scores from third. It's 7-0 Red Sox. Buckner goes to third on Collins' ramen noodle arm. And it'll be Baylor with Red Sox at the corners and a 7-0 lead. O'Neal to the belt. Baylor has already singled this inning. The pitch, he walked him. Bases loaded. Tiger fans not happy. Gedman at the plate. Bases dripping with Red Sox. Gedman walked once, scored a run earlier in the inning. O'Neal to the belt. The pitch, he struck him out, and a sarcastic burst of applause comes from the Tiger faithful. The Red Sox score 7 on 6 hits. They leave 3 and now lead 7-0 in this game. For the Tigers in the bottom of the second against Seaver, it'll be Evans, Coles, and Laga. batting for Sparky's Tigers. Seaver winds and pitches to Evans. Hey, struck him out. That's Tom's first of the evening. Cole stands in. Darnell, 268 against righties. Seaver winds. Ground ball Boggs. He throws to Buckner for 2 down. And now Laga. Seaver winds and pitches, and he walks him. Ball 4 sends Laga down to first. And now Chet Lemon with 2 outs, and Laga on. Seaver to the belt. This is hit right back to Seaver. He gloves it. Yep. And flips to Buckner, and that will retire the Tigers in the second. 1 base runner, but they fail to score him. After 2, it's Red Sox 7, Tigers nothing, and O'Neill coming back out. He'll face Armas, Owen, and then to the top of the order with Boggs in the Red Sox third. O'Neill winds, and he strikes out Armas. There's 1 gone in the third. Owen, 1 for 1 with a big 2-run double last inning. Spike lifts this one to short. Baker's got it. Throws to Laga, 2 down. 2 up, 2 down in the Red Sox third, and now Boggs. O'Neill winds. Wade lifts this one to left, but not deep. Collins is there. That'll retire the Red Sox 1, 2, 3 in the third. Go to the bottom of the third. Red Sox 7, Tigers nothing. Baker, and then the top of their order with Collins and Whitaker in the bottom of the third. Seaver winds. And the pitch. He hits this to right. Doesn't cause Evans to move a step. And Dwight will make the catch for out number 1. Collins stands in. He's 0 for 1. Seaver winds. And this is grounded to Barrett. Marty throws to Buckner for out number 2. And now Whitaker. Lou walked in the first. Seaver winds and delivers. He walks Whitaker again. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Whitaker bloops a single to right. Sorry, Whitaker's aboard with 2 outs. And now Gibson, 0 for 1. Seaver to the belt. The pitch home to Gibby. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 2 for Tom. Terrific. We've played 3 in Detroit. It's 7-0 Red Sox. And O'Neill back out again. Barrett, Buckner, and Evans, the 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Red Sox. In the top of the fourth, Marty is 0 for 1, but he drew a walk and scored in that avalanche of runs that the Red Sox scored in the second inning that put them up 7-0, a lead they still enjoy. O'Neill winds and pitches to Barrett. Marty slaps this one to right down the line. It's going to land on the line and gonna get by Gibson. Kirk collects it and throws it back in. Barrett settles for a double, leading off the fourth. That'll bring up Buckner with nobody out. Bill, 1 for 2 with an RBI. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch lifted to right. Gibson under it. Barrett tagging but not going as Gibson makes the catch. There's 1 man out in the fourth. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball, Whitaker. He gloves it and throws to Laga. Barrett advances to third. There's 2 outs, and now Rice, who's 1 for 2. O'Neill hangs it. Hit deep to left, driving Collins back to the wall. Rice has left the building. So has Elvis. It's a 2-run jack for Jim Ed Rice, and that is number 1 on the year for Rice. 9-0 Red Sox, and O'Neill not happy with himself. Baylor comes to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. 9-0 Boston in the 4th inning. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch to Don Baylor is a base hit to left. He's on with 2 outs, and now Gedman. Rich is 0 for 1. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch. Hard grounder past Whitaker into right field. Baylor will stop at second. There's 2 outs, and now Armas who's having an 0 for 1 day. 2 runs in, 9-0 Red Sox. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch to Tony. Popped it up. Lou Whitaker calling, and Lou Whitaker will take it for out number 3. The Red Sox add 2 to the campfire. It is now Red Sox 9 and Detroit nothing. That may be it for O'Neill, as we're going to get some action in the Tiger bullpen. Dave Lapoint is starting to throw, so O'Neill's day may be done. Sparky looking for vaping materials in the Tiger dugout, and Lance Parrish coming to the plate. Lance is 0 for 1 as Seaver begins his 4th inning of work. Tom winds. And this is a base hit to center field for Parrish. That's the 2nd hit allowed by Seaver. It's the first leadoff batter he's allowed to get on base. Evans coming to the plate. Darrell is 0 for 1. This is grounded to Boggs. Wade goes to Barrett for 1. Back to Buckner for 2. That is a rally-killing, soul-crushing double play that gets Seaver out of a potential mess and brings up Darnell Coles with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the Tiger 4th. Seaver winds and pitches. This is hit toward Barrett. Marty gloves it to his left. Turns and fires to Buckner to retire Coles, and it's, after a fashion, a 1-2-3 inning for Seaver in the 4th. We go to the 5th. And the new pitcher will be Dave Lapoint for Detroit. He is a left-hander. Salad days, if that's the expression I'm looking for Lapoint, were in St. Louis. 16 games in 86, 8 starts, 67 innings, a 3-6 record with a .572 earned run average. Spike Owen coming to the plate. It's 9-0 Red Sox. We're in the top of the 5th. Spike is 1 for 2. Lapoint winds and delivers. Hit in the air to right, but not deep. Kirk Gibson is coming on and will make the catch for out number 1. Here comes Boggs, 1 for 3. Lapoint winds and throws to Boggs, and he strikes out Wade Boggs. 2 gone in the 5th, and now Barrett, 1 for 2. Lapoint winds. Lapoint It's a base hit past Baker into left field for Barrett. And with 2 outs, he's on for Buckner, who's 1 for 3. Lapoint to the belt, checks Barrett. The pitch is a line drive base hit to center field. Lemon takes it on a hop and fires it in. Barrett stops at second. Buckner with his second hit. And now Evans comes to the plate to face the left-hander with 2 outs. Lapoint to the belt again. The pitch home to Evans. He walks him. They're loaded for Rice. Bases dripping with Red Sox, and Lapoint in a big jam. 9-0 Boston, and Rice can make it 13 with 1 swing. Lapoint to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball Whitaker towards the middle. He's going to flip to Baker covering second, and Lapoint dodges a huge bullet in the 5th. We've played halfway through this one. Red Sox 9, Tigers nothing in Detroit. Bottom third of the Tigers order coming up against Seaver. Laga, Lemon, and Baker. Seaver winds and pitches to Laga. Hey, strikes him out. That's number 3 for Tom. 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Lemon, 0 for 1. Seaver winds. The pitch to Chet. He lost him. Ball 4. 1 on, 1 out for Baker. Where's Alan Trammell in this game? Nobody knows. Baker's 0 for 1. Seaver to the belt. The pitch. He lifts this to left. Rice is coming on. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And now Collins, who's 0 for 2. Seaver to the belt. The pitch. He lost him. That is Seaver's 4th walk against 3 strikeouts. He's allowed 2 hits, but nobody's crossed the pay station. 2 men on now with 2 outs for Whitaker. Lou hit .287 against right-handers. Seaver to the belt. The pitch is a hanger. Whitaker swings and hits it to right and deep. This is upper deck bound and gone. A 9-3 game now as Whitaker hits a 3-run dong in the bottom of the 5th to get the Tigers on the board with Gibson coming up. Kirk is 0 for 2. Seaver winds and pitches. And this is grounded to Buckner. He's going to toss it to Seaver covering, as he usually did. And that will retire the Tigers in the 5th. But they played 3. And it's a 9-3 ball game for for Boston right now. Lapoint coming back out. Baylor will be the leadoff hitter, then Gedman, then Armas. Tim Lawler is throwing in the Boston bullpen. Baylor leads off. Lapoint winds and pitches. This is grounded to Baker at short. He's going to throw to Laga for out number 1. Gedman steps in. Rich is 1 for 2. Lapoint winds and delivers a chopper to third, gloved by Coles. He throws to Laga for 2 gone. And now Armas. Lapoint with the pitch. Base hit for Tony into center field. It's his first hit of the day. And Owen is due. Spike 1 for 3. Lapoint to the belt. Grounded to Coles. He's going to go the short way to Whitaker covering second, and that will retire Boston In the 6th, we go to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll have a new pitcher. It's going to be Tim Lawler replacing Seaver. We'll give you Seaver's numbers. On the day, 5 innings, 3 hits. He struck out 3. He walked 4. He allowed 3 runs. They're all earned. And 1 home run. Lawler, 2-0 on the 1986 season with a 6.91 ERA, 32 games, 43 innings. He pitched 2 innings yesterday, allowed 3 runs, and 4 hits. So now Parrish is up with Evans and then Coles to follow. Lawler winds and pitches. And he walked Parrish. And the leash is going to be short. So that's going to bring a phone call. And Steve Crawford will begin to warm in the Boston bullpen. Evans stands in with Parrish aboard at first base. Last thing John McNamara wants is this game to get reasonable. Evans is 0 for 2. Lawler to the belt. The pitch to Darrell Evans. Is a ground ball up the middle, base hit, center field. Parrish stops at second. No, he's going on to third, and Armas's throw comes into second. And the Tigers have men at the corners now, with Darnell Coles up. 9-3 ball game. Lawler in trouble. Crawford throwing hurriedly. Coles at the plate. The infield at double play depth. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Lawler to the belt. The pitch. He lost him. Bases dripping with Tigers. And here comes McNamara. He wants Crawford. And he'll get him. Steve Crawford coming on. With the bases loaded with Tigers against Mike Laga. Infield at double play depth. Crawford, 40 games in 86, 4 saves, 57 innings, an 0-2 record with a .392 earned run average. Laga with a chance to do some damage. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Crawford to the belt. The pitch. Hit in the air to right. Evans under it, and Parrish will not challenge his arm. So now there's 1 out, and Lemon at the plate. Chet's 0 for 1. Crawford to the belt. Base is still dripping with Tigers. The pitch to Chet. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone. Are the Red Sox going to wiggle out of this one? Doug Baker is at the plate. Doug is 0 for 2. Crawford to the belt. The pitch home to Baker. Hit to center. Armas is there, and Armas retires the Tigers. We go to the 7th. It's Boston 9, Detroit 3 in what could have been a disastrous inning. Turns out okay. As Crawford does a great job of getting the Red Sox out of trouble. Lapoint coming back out. He will face the top of the Red Sox order, Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner. Lapoint winds and pitches. Ground ball, Whitaker. Lou throws to Laga for 1 gone in the 7th. Barrett is 2 for 3. He stands in now against Lapoint. The pitch to Marty. Hit to right. Gibson coming on. 2 gone. And now Buckner 2 for 4. Lapoint winds and throws. Hey, strikes out Buckner, which does not happen often. It's a 1-2-3 7th. Time to stretch him out in Motown. with the score, Boston 9, Detroit 3. Top of the order for the Tigers coming up in the 7th. Collins, Whitaker, and Gibson. Crawford's still on. He winds and delivers. Comebacker. Gloved by Steve. He's going to turn and throw to Buckner for 1 down. Whitaker, 2 for 2, with a 3-run bomb in the 5th. Crawford pitches, base hit Whitaker, left field. 3 hits for Lou on the day. Gibson coming up. Kirk 0 for 3. Crawford to the belt, checks Whitaker, the pitch home. He walked him, 2 on now. Stanley gets up, and so does Sambito. For Boston, could have been a relaxing getaway day, and instead it's a little more tense than it should be at 9-3. Gibson's at first. Whitaker's at second. Parrish coming up. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Crawford to the belt. The pitch home to Lance. Grounded to Buckner. Oh my God, he gloves it. Throws to Owen for 1. The relay to Crawford is not in time. But they get Gibson forced at second as Whitaker advances to third. And now it'll be Evans coming to the plate. So Whitaker's at third. Parrish is at first. There's 2 men out. And Darrell Evans, who hit 29 homers in 86, going to face Crawford unless they go to Sambito. They're not going to Sambito. Crawford to the belt. The pitch. Hey, struck him out, and Steve Crawford gives him 2 effective, if a little nerve-wracking, innings. They leave 2, and after 7, it's Boston 9, Detroit 3. Lapoint's day is done. Chuck Carey comes on. Chuck 1-2 with a 341 earned run average. Boy, Sparky did not have many arms in 86. Holy Toledo. Evans, Rice, and Baylor are due. Don't know if we're going to see all those boys. It's 9-3 in the 8th. Evans is 1 for 3. We're apparently going to see Dwight. He has walked, he has homered, he has struck out. Carey is a left-hander. And that's the nicest thing you can say about Chuck Carey. Okay, the pitch to Dwight Evans goes like this. It's chopped to to Mike Laga, who's going to take it to first himself, and there's 1 man out in the 8th. Rice is 2 for 4. Carey winds and pitches, and this is hit to center. Chet Lemon drifts over toward right center, and there's 2 gone, and now Baylor, 2 for 3. The pitch from Carey is grounded to Whitaker. Whitaker throws to Laga, and that retires the Red Sox in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Boston 9. Detroit 3. Coles, Laga, and Lemon, and it's going to be Stanley in the bottom of the 8th for Boston to take the mound. Zambito's still throwing. Coles is 0 for 2 with a walk. Stanley hangs it. Coles swings and hits it to left and deep. Rice drifting back, and it doesn't carry. Rice is going to make the catch at the wall. 1 gone in the 8th. The steamer avoids disaster. Laga is due. Sparky's looking at his bench for anything at all. Anything. He's going to let Laga bat. He's 0 for 2. The pitch from Stanley to Laga. Hit to left, but not deep. Rice is going to get there, and that's 2 gone. And now Lemon. Stanley winds and pitches, and it's a blooper to right field. It lands in front of Evans. A base hit for Chet, and now we're going to see a pinch hitter for Baker. It's 9-3. Sparky wants something to feel good about, so he's going to go to... Well, maybe I spoke too soon. No, he's going to go to... Harry Spillman to pinch hit against the steamer. 2 outs. Lemon at first. Spillman batting for Baker. Stanley to the belt. The pitch. It's a hanger. And it's driven to right and deep toward the foul line. Fair or foul? Fair or foul? It is fair and gone. Harry Spillman hit a 2-run dong, and it's now 9-5. Tigers not out of it yet. And with 2 outs in the 8th, Dave Collins comes to the plate. Zambito starts throwing with a little more spirit, and here comes McNamara. He wants Zambito. He's had enough of the steamer for one night, and Joe Zambito is coming on in the bottom of the 8th. "53 games for Zambito in 86, 12 saves, 44 innings, a 2-0 record with a .484 earned run average. And Sammy Stewart starts to throw behind Zambito in the Red Sox pen. Collins at the plate, nobody on, 9-5, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Zambito winds and throws. Ground ball, Owen. He's going to throw to Buckner, and that will retire the Tigers in the 8th. But they've got those bats, and they can come back. We're going to the 9th. Boston 9, Detroit 5. Brookins will be the new shortstop. As I'm assuming, Alan Trammell was in traction, or Baker would not have been at shortstop, although Baker could field, so maybe that's what was going on. I don't know. But anyway, Carey back out on the mound. Gedman, Armas, and Owen for Boston, the top of the 9th. The pitch from Carey, hit to center. Lemon is going to call for it and take it for out number 1. Now Armas, 1 for 3. Carey winds and throws. Ground ball, gloved by Coles. He's going to throw to Laga for out number 2. And now Spike Owen. Chuck Carey's retired 5 in a row. If you need a lunch bag to breathe into, I would suggest you get one now. Spike Owen stands in against Carey. The pitch to him is hit to right center. It's going to split Lemon and Gibson. And look at Spike Owen run. He's got himself a triple, sliding into third. And with 2 outs in the ninth, Wade Boggs with maybe an important insurance run on third base. Wade is 1 for 5 on the evening. It has not been a scorching start for Wade Boggs. Carry to the belt, the pitch to Boggs. Base hit, center field. That'll bring home Owen with the 10th run of the game for the Red Sox. It's 10-5. Barrett stands in, 2 for 4. Carry to the belt. The pitch to Marty. Hit to center, not deep. Lemon is going to be there. And he takes it for out number 3. Red Sox have scored 10. It's 10-5 in Game 3 of the series. The charter to Chicago has been sitting on the runway for a while. Whitaker, Gibson, and Parrish will face Zambito as McNamara is looking for his vaping materials to get through this one. Whitaker is 3 for 3. Zambito winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. 1 gone in the ninth. Gibson, 0 for 3 with a walk. Zambito delivers. Combacker, gloved by Joe. He's going to throw to Buckner, and there's 2 gone. And now Lance Parrish. Last chance for Detroit? Maybe. 1 for 3. It's a hanger. Base hit. Between short and third, Owen can't quite glove it, and it's into left field for a base hit for Parrish. That's going to bring up Darrell Evans with 2 outs and Parrish at first. Evans, 1 for 4. Zambito to the belt. The pitch. He lost him. 2 on, 2 outs now for Darnell Coles. Mike Laga is on deck. McNamara looking for vaping in the Boston dugout. It's 10-5 Boston. Zambito in trouble. Stewart warming in the bullpen. Coles at the plate, 0 for 3 with a walk. Zambito to the belt, the pitch. This is hit towards Owen. Spike. Gloves it. Flips to Barrett covering second, and that's your ball game. Yikes. Game 3 of the 86 Red Sox season could have been a laugher, but turned out to be a tense thrill ride at 10-5. The line score for the victorious 1986 Boston Red Sox, 10 runs on 15 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished Detroit Tigers, 5 runs on 8 hits, and they committed no errors. The winning pitcher is Seaver. He is 1-0. The losing pitcher is Petrie, and there was no save, and yikes. Hitting stars, Evans with a solo homer, Rice with a 2-run homer, 2 for 5. Buckner had another 2 hits, Barrett had another 2 hits, so did Baylor, so did Owen. But boy, the pitching, oof. They get out of Detroit having scored 27 runs in 3 games, but only winning 2 of them. Now it's on to Comiskey Park, where tomorrow Roger Clemens will take the mound for the first time in the season April 11th, 1986, in Comiskey Park against the White Sox. Hope you enjoyed this one. Kind of an unusual game. My name's Kurt Berglund. Let's stick together, people. Hope you have a good night. So long, everybody.